Welcome back to my YouTube channel Reginhonor. We shall discuss about making of the Indian Constitution Part 2. So this lesson come PowerPoint presentation is helpful to the students of plus 3 or UG political science students, and also useful to the students appearing for PG examination in different universities, and also useful for the candidates who are preparing for UGC NET and different competitive examination conducted by the Union Publishers Commission and also other state publishers commission and other publishers commission, other competitive examinations. It is also helpful to the candidates who are preparing for BD entrance examination, CTET entrance examination, OSTT entrance examination and other entrance examination. In previous lesson, we have already discussed about making of the Indian Constitution Part 1. Now, we shall continue the making of Constitution Part 2. Now, we shall discuss important committees of the Constituent Assembly. So, the Indian Constituent Assembly formed a number of committees for adopting or finalizing or enacting the Constitution of India. There are a number of committees in the Indian Constituent Assembly. Each committee is headed by a chairman. Now we shall discuss about which committee and who was its chairman. The different committee and their respective chairman we shall discuss. First, the Committee of the Rules and Procedure, chairman is Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Steering Committee of the Constituent Assembly, chairman is Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Finance and Staff Committee of the Indian Constitution, that is the Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Credential Committee, Aladi Krishnamacharya Ayar. House Committee, P. Patabhai Sitaramaya. Order of Business Committee, K. Munshi. Ad hoc Committee on National Flag, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. 9th is State Committee, means different states, that is Jawaharlal Nehru, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Advisory Committee on Fundamental Rights, Minority, Tribal and Excluded Area, C. Vallabhbhai Patel. Fundamental Rights Subcommittee, C. J.B. Kripalini. Northeast Frontier Tribal Areas, Assam Excluded and Partially Excluded Areas Subcommittee, that is the Gopinath Behadolai. Next, excluded and partially excluded areas other than those in Assam and Subcommittee, that is A.B. Thar. Now, we shall discuss about Drafting Committee. Drafting Committee is an important committee of the Indian Constituent Assembly. This committee finally drafted the Constitution of India. On 29th August 1947, a drafting committee was appointed with Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar as the chairman, along with 6 other members assisted by constitutional advisor. The members were Pandit Gopinath Vallabh Pant, Kanhaiya Maneklal, বা K. Munshi. He is the ex-Home Minister of Bombay. Aladi Krishnamacharya Iyer, ex-Advocate General Madras State, and Gopal Swami Iyengar, ex-Prime Minister Jammu and Kashmir and later members of the Nehru Cabinet, B.L. Mittal, ex-Advocate General of India, Muhammad Salahuddin, ex-Chief Minister of Assam, Muslim League member, and D.P. Khaitan, scion of Khaitan business family and a renowned lawyer. And these are the 6 members of the drafting committee. Next, Sir Narasimha Rao, who was the chief advisor of the Indian Constitution or constitutional advisor, who became the first Indian judge in International Court of Justice 1950 to 1954. This is the drafting committee. The draft of the constitution was prepared by the committee and submitted to the assembly on 4th November 1947. Finally, on 26th November 1949, the process was completed and the Constituent Assembly adopted the Constitution. 284 members signed the document. The process of constitution making was complete. On 6th November 1949, the Constitution received the signature of President of Assembly and was declared as passed. It had taken 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to complete the task. Now, we shall discuss about enforcement of the Indian Constitution. How Indian Constitution is enforced or worked out. In 1929, at the annual session of the Congress at Lahore, Purna Swaraj or complete independence was accepted as the goal of the Congress. And on the bank of River Ravi at midnight on 31st December 1929, the tricolor flag of Indian independence was unfurled. And 26 January 1930 was fixed as the first Independence Day. Even before the independence, Congress had passed a resolution saying that from January 26, 1930, India will celebrate its independence on January 26 every year. To commemorate this historical day, it was decided to enforce the Constitution on 26 January 1950. That is why, even though the Constitution had passed on 26 November 1949, it came into force from January 26, 1950 and replaced the Government of India Act 1935. On that day, Dr. Rajendra Prasad was sworn in as India's first president, replacing the king as the head of the state. Thank you very